Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bacon Hour podcast, season 2. I mean, I know I keep repeating it, but yeah, here we are, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today, my guest is Jaime from the Bola de Dragon episode of season 1. I don't even remember which number that was. He's back. Jaime, what's up?
I'm doing great, man.
Oh, that is wonderful. Oh my goodness, yeah. And we are here to talk about what exactly?
Talk about our top 5 anime from the last decade.
From the last decade, yes. Yes, we're going to be talking about our favorite series, anime series from the last decade, 2010 all the way to 2020, that horrid fucking year. So, shall we begin with yours, my friend? You know, let's talk about all of them.
Yeah, sure. All right. Gonna start from the bottom.
From the 5.
Number 5. Oh god, this one was made me very happy when I heard that it was getting announced. Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super.
Ooh,
oh,
right
man.
off the two Z movies. What was it, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F?
Yes.
Ooh,
I
boy.
remember, yeah. I'd never expected for there to be a sequel, or like a true, quote unquote, you can't see the air quotes, but true sequel, because apparently GT doesn't count, and I know how much you love GT, but I don't.
Can't just disrespect GT, honestly.
It's got its moments in there, but Dragon Ball Super. Yeah.
The first 2 arcs were done pretty alright. I enjoyed it still, regardless of the bad quality of animation. it was Dragon Ball. I was just happy to get something different, you know?
Yeah.
Growing up watching Z, GT, very happy.
Understandable. I remember when that came out, and I was like, holy shit, this is like cool. And you know, I remember it, like, you know, the first 2 arcs, you know, it was a nice, like, oh, everybody's back, you know, the dumb little adventures, and then until the shit really got real, I guess.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
I know that, isn't the manga still continuing to this day?
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah.
They just think the dude's name's Granola.
Granola?
Yeah.
I
I haven't been caught up. I think the last time I read was the end of the Moro arc.
Dude, I remember that. Wasn't he like the goat guy who can like suck your power and be like, I am strong?
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember reading that, and I was just thinking like, yo, this is stupid. Just punch him, right? Like,
yeah.
It should be that easy, but it's not. And ever since then, I just haven't been ever, like, I just kind of forgot about the manga, and I was like,
I think it was like, if he touches you, your powers are as good as his.
Yeah,
so
something like
even
that.
if you did like touch him, I would assume you just grab your hand and be like, that shit's mine now, you know.
And yeah, man. So Dragon Ball Super, that was a fun little series. It was epic at the time, very epic.
Yeah, the Trunks and
Zamasu
shit. That
was
really cool.
Yeah.
Really
Damn.
fucking cool, man.
Damn, dude. I like how, oh man, my favorite, dude, the Tournament of Power, remember that?
Oh, hell yeah. Man.
Where it went on for
fucking great.
It went on for like so many episodes, and I remember there was a compilation on YouTube where somebody got, like, they compiled every single fight, every single like thing into like 6 hours worth of like thing, because I'm like, in reality the Tournament of Power went for like, again, 6 hours, but in
the anime it was like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes. I'm like, how? What the?
There's a video that made it how long it was supposed to be, for 30 minutes,
and we didn't even get through all the fights.
It like skimmed.
Okay.
From what I remember, it skimmed through it, and I thought it was pretty cool video concept. Just shortening it to how long it was supposed to be,
even though it was stretched out to like 6 hours, and if you put it all together,
yeah.
God damn. Anyways, yeah, let's move on, shall we, to your next one, because I have no idea what this next one is.
Ooh.
Explain.
Number 4 is Salt Lily Bouquet.
Lily Bouquet.
Salt Lily in general started with stage plays and dolls.
Yes.
Like, you could get like the little weapons and different outfits for them, kind of like Barbies.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
more like posable and shit, like action figures. But
Mhm.
it also has the same concept with the clothing and the weapons.
yeah,
They're
interchangeable everything.
yeah, they're these girls
Mm-hmm.
that have fuck, I forgot what they were called, the weapons.
The blade, the spear, what?
No,
What
they
are
have like different kinds. It's shoots out bullets. Some of them are shields that they can just whack. The funny thing is, I finished watching this a couple months ago, and I just completely forgot what the hell they were called.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But it was really cool. They come in different shapes and shit, like any other fucking kind of weapon, you know.
yeah.
And they're all unique to that specific person because they have to be able to connect. They have this ring that has the little fucking like connector thing
Like
to make sure that they could actually use it,
Yeah.
because they have to both be connected. It's kind of like you ever play Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, I have.
Kinda like the
Little
Keyblade.
bit, yeah. Oh,
Kinda like the Keyblade.
okay. And yeah,
But,
now I got a better,
Yeah,
visual.
better understanding to it,
Yeah.
because my dumbass forgot. But it's really cool. They fight these things called shit. I honestly forgot.
That's fine, my guy. If
But they're these like creature things that are also sort of the same compared to them. That's like the bad shit
the bad shit,
from these lilies. They're called lilies.
lilies.
And very good action scenes in it. Too bad some of the good parts have CG.
Oh.
So
We all know what happens when you try to mix CG in an anime. It looks pretty wonky and
depending on the studio,
kind of bad.
it looks kind of bad, but
Um,
it was nice, and I really enjoyed it.
good.
And I really, seeing the ending,
Yeah.
really hope there's a season 2, because it kind of
Left you off
gives
on a little
the
cliffhanger.
little nudge,
Little nudge to another.
letting you know that it's either connected to the game or there's going to be a second season.
Well, I mean, I guess time will tell, and maybe if the studios or either DVD sales will increase the chances of a season 2, or maybe, I don't know. They'll probably just nudge it to the game or something. But
Yeah, they've been having a lot of stage plays recently too.
oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I might pick up some of the Blu-rays that they've released.
Oh,
Hope that'll help.
speaking of stage plays, and I know we're going on a little tangent. I know there was and it has nothing to do with the episode, but I just remembered because I thought Japanese stage play.
Mhm.
I thought of Yakuza. There's a stage play of Yakuza, and there's just so many iconic. I remember seeing somebody made a compilation of the stage play, and there's just so many moments in there that are just like, man, I wish I can. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is it the one with what's his name? Like his friend from the other Kiryu's friend. He's just crying. He's
Majima or whatever.
no, not Majima. It's his best bro.
Oh, shit.
The one who was tasked. Oh, spoiler alert. The one who was tasked to kill him, and he's like, I won't shoot you because you're my brother in a way.
Was it the guy from the very beginning?
Yeah, he's the long-haired fella, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's just the compilation
Fuck, I
will
forgot
always.
his name.
It's Nikishi, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but
You know what's funny?
what?
I just remembered the weapons card called Charms.
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 How'd you forget that?
I don't fucking remember.
But yeah, Yakuza stage play, and that his friend just keeps crying. He's just like, and it's funny. But yeah, Charms and Assault Lily Bouquet.
That shit's badass. You should
That
watch it.
shit is badass, and you should watch it. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, sure. All right.
The next one.
Next
is
one. Ooh, this one's really badass. Fucking
Review Starlight.
Review Starlight. So, pretty much the premise is stage girls
Mhm.
competing to be the top stage girl.
Okay.
So, you know how I explained the Assault Lily having stage plays and shit?
Yeah.
Pretty much the same concept here, but it's in the anime. It's not. They also have stage plays.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. And the voice actresses do it for the characters. They're
Are
the
you
ones doing it.
serious?
Yeah,
That's-
for both shows.
That's
by the way.
dedication to a character.
It's really fucking cool.
Listen, buddy. If there's one thing I know about stage plays is I've
Very
worked on
hard.
2, and they're really hard to put together. But the
Yeah.
fact that they have these stage plays over there based on either series or either their standalone thing, that's pretty cool. I
It
think that's
really
pretty
is.
cool.
I've seen a handful of them, but back to the premise of what it is. They're aiming to be the top, and this academy just so happens to have this sort of secret that if when you become the top stage girl, you can get anything
You want?
you want. It's kind of like a wish thing. And,
Whoa!
it's really cool.
Really?
Yeah. The beginning of it makes you seem like it's just
Oh, they're gonna make
ju-
it to the top, right?
they're just
Like
stage girls. They're not. This isn't gonna be like
nothing.
full of action and shit. Next couple episodes, you see them do a review, which is the fight that they do
Yeah, in a
climb
sense,
up the ranks.
this kind of review is it's like a show being put on and stuff.
No,
Almost.
they're doing this under the academy. This isn't what anybody else is seeing. It's just
What?
stage girl, and
Do you
the producer.
by fight? Do you mean like they
Yeah.
like knuckle down?
They use weapons at like if they would for stage plays, like the props,
Oh.
but they're not props.
They're real,
They're real.
dude. Tell me more. I'm this
Oh,
like
God, dude.
this is getting me.
It's really fucking good. My favorite, just gonna say this now before I get anywhere, before I get off topic.
Yeah,
Tendo Maya, best girl.
you heard
Tendo
it
Maya,
here
best
first,
girl.
folks. Whoever's listening and knows this series, you heard it here first from Jaime. But anyways, go on because this already has intrigued me and I'm already at the edge of my seat.
So pretty much is this stage under the academy that's hidden off to anybody else other than the stage girls that are there, and they fight there to be just
The
climb
top?
up. Yeah.
Dude.
And friend of the main protagonist comes from overseas because she went overseas to be a better stage girl.
Yeah.
Just so happens to come back during all this shit. She decides to join in on it.
Like willingly?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, and is that just pretty much the premise, or is there more like twists here? Because
There's a bunch of twists. You have to watch the movie to see that too.
oh my god!
Ooh,
If ever I get around to watching, because I was not expecting that.
it's really cool.
Yeah, dude. By the way, when they like fight, is this like is there some sort of like fantasy like element
No.
to it, or is it just straight up like
It's just straight up.
like-
I have a sword. I'm gonna start swinging at you, or because
gotta-
characters have different weapons.
yeah,
The main protagonist uses I think it was a rapier.
rapier? Yeah, the
Yeah.
long skinny sword made for thrusting,
Yeah. And
not in bed.
there's some that use swords. There's one that uses 2 katanas, which is also my
What?
favorite.
What?
She's also up there. I go from and forth, Maya and Banana Chan, but yeah, they just
go at it.
They go at it,
Dude.
as if they actually want to kill
I
each other.
think if there's a dry spell in like a anime season in the future, I
should
just
check out
might
Review Starlight.
check it out. I might just check it out
The beginning may seem a little boring, but once it gets rolling, it just keeps going.
along with a lot of other animes. Yeah, it's kind of like boring in the beginning, but once you get to the episode, you're hooked.
Yeah,
I know that for
it's
a
really
fact.
good.
Let's move on to the second one.
Ooh,
I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it
Senki Zesho's Symphogear, otherwise just
Zesho.
Symphogear.
Symphogear. I think I've heard of this one, like way back when, but I don't know. Explain to me, because if it seems familiar, then I'll
Alright, so
probably pop in and.
there's these girls. Most of these have to do with girls, and I apologize.
No, dude, you're good. My list is everywhere at the same time, but I don't really care.
Okay,
We're here to
so-
just talk about all this stuff. If you're a fan of it, okay. If you think this is weird, stop listening. I'm just kidding. No.
Actually, you might be interested, so keep listening.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you could be interested. You never know.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Symphogear is about these girls have these little necklaces that
yeah.
have relics that can let them transform by singing. So if they sing the
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 song?
specific tune,
Oh,
they transform and gain their armor called Symphogear. It's pretty
it's self-explanatory. Yeah.
And depending on which relic you have, because they're it's just like the charms and shit. They choose you have to be able to sing the thing perfectly,
And then you get your Sympho gear.
so that it can resonate and transform you so you can have your Symphogear.
I'd probably suck ass if I had one of those because I hardly know how to sing.
Yeah, but there's like 5 seasons to this, I think.
5 seasons.
5, 6, and they just keep adding a lot to it, and it's really nice. They pretty much fight these monsters called Noise that could touch and you disintegrate. You just die.
What?
But the Symphogear users are immune to that. They can still get hurt and shit, but they just don't disappear.
Okay.
Yeah, so say this Noise just decides to
Touch you.
flick your wrist or something, you're gone. You're dead. You
that's
turn to
it?
stone and then you just
That's it?
Yeah, you're
like,
gone.
Just like Thanos.
Just like that. And over the series, they sort of mutate. They mutate.
They get stronger?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Uh-oh.
yeah, but the Symphogears also upgrade over time,
Oh. Sweet.
and they just continue to fight these things until they're gone, quote unquote,
Quote unquote gone.
for the next season.
Oh.
Yeah. It gets really repetitive, I will say that, but I did enjoy it because the character development for the main
'cause I was-
protagonist
I
and
was-
the other characters, the supporting ones,
Yeah, 'cause I was-
really fucking good.
Because I was going to ask, like, if
It
it
was
is going to get repetitive, is there some sort of, like, element to it that doesn't make it repetitive? You know, like, so you don't get bored of the same old shtick?
Yeah, it's
But the
pretty
development
much just,
is
the development's
nice.
really good.
We love to see it.
Like I can just dumb it down for you. It's pretty much enemy of the season,
Okay.
rinse repeat. But things that happen in between, from the beginning
To the end?
is the good shit. Like
Oh,
you can tell that that's gonna lead to the same thing from the last one.
Yeah.
But the meat
in between,
in between is the good shit.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet, man.
it's really nice. I really wish they
Kept it going.
kept it going. Yeah, the story continues in the mobile game that flopped in the States, so they shut it down.
Oh.
But it's still going in Japan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man. So I mean, you drag a show on for too long. I mean, you gotta keep it fresh somehow. And even if you did, and if they did kept it going, then they'd have to really think of something good to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like I think the ending now is good,
Mhm.
good enough as is. I enjoyed it.
But you wish you wanted a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just so good that I didn't want it to end, but I'm also kind of glad they did because it would have probably just been rinse repeat.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Now then, let's move on to the number 1 spot. Jaime, why don't you tell everybody what it is?
So this is gonna be a shocker.
Okay.
Bang Dream.
Bang Dream.
Bang Dream.
I've heard of that one.
I'm sure you have.
A
I'm sure you
lot.
have.
Okay, why don't you
It's on my feed.
why don't you man? Why don't you explain to us at least dumb it down, because I know, doesn't Bang Dream have like so many like
Girl bands.
that's it? That's it.
Girl bands.
Okay.
That's it.
All right then. Is there like bad guy of the week or
it's
no?
just girl bands.
Is it Slice of Life?
Yes.
Okay, we can dig. I dig Slice of Life, so that's fun.
Main character fucking loves stars.
Like the night sky.
Yeah. One night she was younger,
Yeah.
felt a thing that she calls the star beat, which was just her heartbeat while she was looking at the stars. She was getting excited
Mm-hmm.
because it was so pretty. The sky was so pretty, so she just felt a very good emotion.
As we all do when we look up at the stars.
Goes to school, goes back home. On the way home, she sees a star sticker.
Oh.
She follows it to find some more.
Where does it lead?
It leads to a storage unit that's home to that. It's like right next to a fucking thrift store.
Thrift store.
It's owned by an old lady,
Yeah.
and her granddaughter lives with her. She walks into the storage unit without asking. She just goes in because there's the star stickers.
I mean, you gotta follow the star
See,
stickers, man, to your
she
dream.
sees a guitar case with stickers that look sort of like it.
Mm-hmm.
Opens it, sees a random star guitar.
What?
That's what it's called, the random star. Nice, pretty red guitar, star shaped. Gets caught. The person thought she was a robber,
Yeah.
and that's where it all starts.
That's where it all.
All starts. Her fascination with the guitar led her to start a band.
And then starting a band.
It had its ups and downs,
Yes.
but they got there
To where?
to starting the band.
To start.
So
Okay.
then it just
It just
it
keeps
kept
unfolding
going.
and
Yeah.
unfolding and unfolding. What's the end game here of the whole entire series? At least
she just wants to make people feel the exact same emotion that she felt that day with their songs.
when you put it that way, it seems like a really it seems like such a nice series, and like to feel good about, because I mean, our protagonist is doing everything that she can to like replicate or to bring that feeling she felt to everybody else.
Yeah, and she accomplishes that every time they perform, and that's what made me feel like a little bitch. That made me cry.
Dude, I don't blame you. I know there's
Slice of life like that.
Dude, slice of life like that
It's
makes
hard.
you feel. I have one slice of life that I will talk about, like, after that break. But until we get there, I have a question. Like, what's the deal with all these spin-offs and the everything? Is it just like different protagonists, or are they connected to somehow to the last one?
So there's one spin-off, Argnovis from Bang Dream, which is it's nothing similar to it. It's just like the main characters aren't too similar, but they sort of are. Like, it's not just the heartbeat shit
Mm-hmm.
from Bang Dream. The protagonist, very good at singing. He saw this performance when he was younger,
Yeah.
which hooked him into wanting to be a singer
Gotcha.
and be in his own band. It's just that he's too shy.
There's the kicker.
There's the kicker.
Yeah.
He's too shy and
To
doesn't
perform.
think he's
Good enough?
But the people that overhear him at the karaoke bar want him in their band,
Oh, and then from there, that's when it goes.
and it keeps.
And he slowly develops to not being so shy anymore. Or
yeah,
just-
very confident.
Nice.
He's still overall like, only when he's singing he
Yeah.
has that confidence, but he's still like
He still has his
the
moments.
nice shy guy that
Yeah.
he was before.
I
yeah.
got you.
He slowly gets that confidence. It's really good.
Damn, dude.
Oh, by the way, there's 3 seasons to the regular Bang Dream, not Arg Novice. Arg Novice only has 1 season right now and a mobile game.
Oh.
Yeah, the rest I don't want to say it's being continued in the mobile game.
No, because it just
I
doesn't.
want a season 2.
We can only dream.
You can't just stop at a Live Royal Fest or whatever the fuck it was called.
You can only dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in total, do you know how many other spin-offs there are? Or like roughly, give me a guesstimate.
There's
Because
like 2.
two.
It's just Arg Novice and
Okay.
Garupa Pico, but that's like those 4 panel comics.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Okay.
It's just that.
I expected Bang Dream to have like these like multiple
Nah.
sequels. Like
Well, I guess the manga does.
Oh, it does.
The manga does, but yeah, it's just covering pretty much what happens in what happens before season 2.
I
Because
got
most of the other bands come in from into season 2, and that's where their story goes. Like, season 1's just pretty much about that main protagonist, and then the rest of them is still about them, but with these other supporting bands that also play. They also have live concerts. The actual voice actresses, some of them knew how to play the instruments beforehand. Some of them had to learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
I bet. You know what? Maybe I just might give this one a chance because of your description alone has already that one and the what's it called?
Starlight?
Yeah, Starlight. Was it Starlight Review? Yeah. I think I just might give it a chance because it really seems like something that I would probably not expect to probably get into, and so I will watch almost anything.
If you guys want to know how into it I am, I'll say my Twitter handle at the end of the podcast.
At the end of the episode, you can go
see my pinned tweet and see how much I spent on this one single character.
You'll be surprised, but hey, man, if you love the series, you can go talk to Jaime about it, extensively. I don't know, man.
I'm too devoted to that character. I'm sorry.
Dude, there are people out there who are devoted to single characters. It's not just anime and stuff, also animated series here in the West. But yeah, man, dude, that was your top 5.
Yeah,
that was your top.
I have to say that'd be my top 5 from the last decade. If this is my top 5 from in general, Bang Dream would still be up there, but not number 1.
Sweet. Well then, I think we will be going on that weird, funny commercial break. Before we do, me and Jaime would like to tell everybody listening to go to your local McDonald's. I'm pretty sure by the time this episode airs, it'll probably be over. But go if you did, and if you didn't, go pick up your McDonald's BTS meal. This is not sponsored. I want to make that clear. I don't have a gun held up to my head to tell everybody about this meal, but yeah, go get your nuggets, fries, and your Jimin sauce or whatever.
It's funny you mentioned that because I actually have a McDonald's BTS meal right here in my hands. If you can
hear that bag rattling and stuff, that's his BTS meal. The BTS meal. Go to your local McDonald's to go get one if it's still around. I doubt it, but if you did, good for you. You can go get your Jungkook sauce, dip your nuggets in there, and eat it. Eat it good.
I haven't had it yet, but I can assure you that it'll be good.
Again, not sponsored, but alrighty then. See you after that weird, funky commercial and stuff, everybody.
Fast forward to the 21st century. Bizarre, explosive, twisted, and uniquely imaginative, Manga Video smashes the boundaries of Western animation and breathes a graphic life force into the world of Japanese comic art. The animation you've been waiting for is finally here. Extraordinary futuristic science fiction from the next dimension. Brace yourself for all the action and adventure you can handle. The new company, the best animation. Manga.
And we are back from that little wacky commercial that has nothing to do with our episode. That was fun. That was very fun to listen to. I personally don't even listen to it. Anyways,
yeah, I agree.
So,
the BTS meal was pretty good.
The BTS meal was pretty good. Go get them, people. Go get them. Coming around back to our episode topic, we're going to be talking about Moa's top 5 favorite series of the last decade of anime.
Can't wait to judge.
I'm pretty sure everybody listening can't wait to judge me either. So, in no particular order, I'm just going to go down my list. At number 5 spot, I'm just going to go 5 to 1. Anyways, the number 5 spot, there's Sword Art Online. It's just the first season. No shitty Alfheim.
Fuck that.
Whenever
shit was so stupid.
I mean, flying was cool, but other than that, the plot of the real life thing was really dumb.
It really was.
Aincrad was pretty cool because they had something to all fight for. If they dead, then they dead in real life. It's like Spy Kids 3D, with minus Grandpa who does a backflip. And so I liked it for the fact that there was an end goal. If they got to the 100th floor or whatever, they're free. They're free to go. Or they beat the game, they're free to go. Jaime, you wanted to say something?
Yes, I actually do.
Okay.
The first half of season 1.
Okay.
was amazing.
Well,
The latter half, where it just becomes a fucking harem,
oh, I almost forgot about that.
is where it fucking sucked. Like,
It fucking sucks. Okay, explain.
It was going good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It was something. It was kind of like Dot Hack,
It was-
but not
it was
not
something
entirely
new.
this similar. But
You didn't like it.
you lose when something becomes a fucking harem. You lose me.
Oh.
That shit makes me lose interest, like that.
Yeah, I when I was viewing this back in summer 2012, I tried to look past it because I was like, okay, it's just a little side thing. It's not gonna ruin the whole narrative and
No,
stuff.
that shit went fucking. Oh god.
I know when they said, okay, let's start a family with this random NPC that we found. Let's start a family
Fucking child.
with this random
Found in the
child
forest.
NPC and the little forest. That one floor was just like a little cabin forest
That was
area.
nice though.
That was nice. When it like slowed down a bit, I was like, how long is this gonna take? Because they're gonna slay another thing.
5 episodes later, they finally do something.
And they finally do something. The moments in there were pretty great. You know, I felt there's a tender feeling in there watching it. But when I think one of my when they finally got back around to doing shit, my favorite fight of all time was when he like finally pulled out the dual wield skill with like that other sword, and he was like wailing at that like. What was it, like a goat guy or something? I don't remember, but he was like some hybrid. It was like a boss. It's like a mini boss, and he's just wailing on him.
Starburst Stream head ass.
Starburst Stream head. You still remember it? God,
Yeah.
I don't even remember the move.
Okay, so the only reason why I remember it is because I picked up the most recent SAO game when it
Mhm.
came out.
Yeah.
Alicization Licorice or whatever.
Licorice.
And and you can dual wield in that game.
Of course.
Me and a buddy of mine were like, you're never gonna get fucking Starburst Stream.
Yeah.
And then I got Starburst Stream,
Oh,
and everything
sweet,
was too
dude.
easy.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty strong ass move, and I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah,
I've never played any of the SAO games. Are they any good? I can't speak.
No.
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 How bad?
Or
Why?
at least I haven't played the one on the PSP.
Okay.
That one, for all I know, could probably be good. Other than that, no, not really.
Aren't they like RPGs and shit?
Yeah,
Oh.
but
is
like,
it
it's,
turn based?
No.
Okay,
it's
'cause
not
this-
turn based. It's action.
Okay.
But it's just a hassle to play them. Like the story's alright. It's just I'm gonna mash this button until you fucking die.
Pretty much.
I want to mash Starburst Stream until you fucking die. That's pretty much it.
I really hope. Why can't we get like a fighting game of that? Like that'd
XL
be,
World versus SAO.
what?
Huh?
Oh no.
I think that was a fighting game. I don't know.
Just give me a game where I can Starburst Stream some player and then win. Just keep doing
If
it.
it's by Arc Sys, I'd play it, but
If it is any fighting game by Arc Systems, I play it, dude. Give me a proper One Piece fighting game.
Nope.
Burning Blood was all right, but it wasn't like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, you know.
all right, back on topic.
Okay, back on topic. I'm
Starburst
sorry.
Stream is cool.
Starburst Stream is cool. Sword Art Online is pretty cool. Boom.
First half is pretty
okay.
cool. Second half is pretty fucking low.
That's your opinion. Anyway, so moving on to my number 4th spot is Winter 2014's is Space Dandy, along with the second season because I thought it was pretty cool.
I never even knew it had a second season.
It did. The only reason why you didn't know is because it like aired on Toonami first, and then they brought the subbed episodes last. So Space Dandy, he's a dandy guy in space. What does he do? He's a bounty hunter. He's an alien bounty hunter, to be exact. It's kind of like Cowboy Bebop, except it's not. Although there is a nod to it taking place in the same universe almost, where they have the same currency, Woologs, and that's the only reference to Bebop you'll ever get in that series. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool scenes. There was this one scene where he's like surfing on this like water planets, this like giant wave, just to punch this little like possessed like ukulele doll thing that's playing the ukulele. Is weird. Every episode's weird. There's no plot to it, and that's what I like about it, because there's always something different. You either focus on one character, or you're fucking, I don't know, you're destroying your other dimensional self who came to visit you or something. It's fun. the robot that looks like a vacuum that is a vacuum confused the shit out of me because in the dub it's voiced by a woman but it's actually a boy. I don't care. There's this cat creature that just he's awkward as shit but he's funny. And then there's our main guy, Space Dandy, who's quite literally just got that Josuke Pomodoro but it looks cooler. Damn, dude, he's cool.
I would love to talk about this
But you never watched it.
if I actually fucking like watched it in its
I know.
entirety.
I know, which you should.
I might go back to it.
You should. It's
As,
like it's a quick little watch. It's nice.
How many episodes?
I think it's your average like 13 episode, 12 episode run. Some of the episodes will leave you like in a like what the fuck was that kind of deal. But other than that, it's fun. It's a nice fun watch.
I'll have to.
Very nice.
I've been getting a lot of good word from it. So
Wow. Okay. Moving on to my third spot, we have. I can't pronounce the Japanese title because I don't want to butcher it and I don't want to sound stupid. But the English title is called Sweetness and Lightning. I know you've watched that one before, right?
hell yeah, dude. That's
Hell yeah.
really
That
good.
one was, like, in my opinion, like it was a nice like slow down from all the action that was happening during summer 2020. That's when or not summer 2020, my bad. 2016, summer 2016. What's it called? And it was a nice slow down. I was looking for something more like, slice of life. No magic, no nothing, just plain reality. But maybe there's a little
that good old
like.
Yo, this could probably actually happen.
Yeah,
like
this-
right down the fucking street.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the series is about this dad who like doesn't want to keep feeding his daughter, or he's a widow dad. I'm sorry, there's no mom. He doesn't want to keep feeding his daughter. All this convenience store junk that they
Learns
get,
how
even
to
though
cook.
it's really good. He wants to learn how to cook, so he gets the help from one of his students because he's a teacher, I think, or whatever.
Yeah, I was a teacher.
Yeah, he's a teacher, and she's like, I'll help you cook for your daughter, and I'll help you do everything. It was nice, and all the food that the little girl was eating looked really, it looked great. It looked
Even if it
delicious.
was convenient food,
Even if it
looked
was
good.
convenient food, it was still
But
delicious.
that's what anime does. They make it look so good, but
But
sometimes when you do go get it out yourself,
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
like-
kind of but
Yeah.
it's still good.
Yeah. And it was a nice tender little series to just kind of just like take your time with. A lot of the moments in there were like, sometimes the little girl would probably get like sad about something, and it really made you feel like it kicked me in the fucking heart sometimes, dude.
The episode where she tried to do something for her dad, but
Oh,
her
she
dad
got lost?
mad.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
That made me fucking cry,
Yeah.
dude. I felt so bad for
I
her.
have
But he has a point.
Yeah,
Like how old is she? Like 5?
5 or 6 or something,
somewhere
like,
around there. She's
yeah.
still a fucking like, not toddler, but she's still a young fucking kid.
Yeah.
So it's not really safe for. Well, I wouldn't fucking know about Japan, but over here it's not very safe for them to just go out by themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
The little shark song that she sang was
That
really
was nice,
cute.
yeah.
That was cute. And then I kind of like how, like, as everything. I wish we would have got a second season, but other than that, I'll get to that right now. I like how as like the series progresses, they all get closer to each other. Like the daughter, obviously, she gets she's as close to her dad as she can, but with the student that is teaching the dad how to cook, like they kind of see her as almost like some kind of like almost like a sister figure almost
Yeah.
to the little girl, and then to the dad it's more like a partnership and stuff.
Good friends. sort
Good
of deal.
friends, and it was just a nice little series to just sit back and relax. Anyways, I wish we would have got a second season, but we didn't.
Definitely.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure there is a manga to it out. Yeah, no, there is. There is.
There has to be.
There is. There is, because I remember seeing a single image of like the little girl, and she's got like I don't know what the context of it was, but she was just like standing there in a little T pose or something, and she's like
God damn it.
cast on her arm or something. I don't know. Something happened.
I tried to read it, but
yeah.
I forgot about it because there's so much shit going on that time too.
I wanted to read it, but I didn't know where to find manga to begin with, so I was just like, oh, that's it.
Oh well. Let's
That-
just hope there's a second season.
I-
Never happened.
I doubt, dude. That was back in like 2016. It's been so long. I doubt it.
It could still happen, but
It could,
I don't know
but-
if any like studios would be interested in doing that.
Yeah. JC Staff of One Punch Man. Anyways,
God damn it.
it was so like monotone with the animation right up until the end. They just reused the animation from the intro. You have to give it to them though. They were trying to do their best with this series. Anyways, up next is my number 4 spot. It's called Decad.
Would it be number 3?
What number 3?
Yeah,
No,
wouldn't it?
because we did Sword Art. That's 5. Space Dandy.
Oh right.
4, and then Sweet Slime 3, and number 2. Wait,
Yeah, there we go. Number 2.
number 2. My bad. Number 2 spot was tough for me because it was either Dr. Stone or it was Decadence. Decadence, I'll explain it now. Dr. Stone was pretty cool.
Never watched Doctor Stone.
You gotta.
I
I know
think I will,
I think
actually.
one of our friends, he's like hella into it, and he loves it.
I don't think I will. Actually.
My buddy Jesus, if you're out there listening to this very point of the thing, shout out to you because you're a cool guy for being a Dr. Stone fanatic and ruling with science. Anyways, so the series is called Decadence, and it came out in summer of 2020. So just very recently, actually.
Oh, it was recent.
It was recent.
Oh, what
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, it's called Decadence, and it's so weird because there's this. Okay, so there's this. It starts with this girl who's got like a robot arm, and she wants to be one of the like fighters and stuff who protect their city, which is like a walking city, and they go, but instead she gets tasked with being like the city wall cleaner or something, right? Along with this other guy right here who she's working with. He's a very like rugged, stoic guy. He's been in the fighters, war thing, but he's like, that life is not for me. I'll get to why that guy is interesting right now, but the reason why this girl wants to be like out there in the front lines is because I think her like dad or something was like saved her and like being killed by the bug monsters that live out there. She's like, I need to avenge my father. I need to continue. I need to do all the good for what my father gave me, right? And yeah, so their walking city kind of gets invaded by these like bug creatures, and then there's like it's a cool concept because there are a lot of these like out there on the planet that they're living on. There's like these gravitational fields that they utilize to fight these monsters, so they kind of fly a bit, but they can only do it in these gravitational bubbles. And that's pretty much in their world. Now, going back to the guy, I hope I'm still keeping you with this. Going back to the guy
I just looked
that
up some pictures and it looks pretty cool.
I'll get to why it is pretty cool. Anyways, so this rugged guy who's like that is actually some sort of avatar for this more advanced world of robots that kind of lives in a way above the one that we see with this like walking for these humans and stuff. And it's weird because this one robot guy who's controlling this avatar of this one guy is like, hey, I decided to take up the mantle of this guy because I'm like, I need to do something, right? And so they tell him, the more like, people in control of this robot world tell them, hey, you got to do the thing. And once you're done with the thing, we're going to pretty much erase your memory and scrap you for fucking metal or something like that.
Jesus.
It's weird. And it like goes back and forth sometimes and stuff. And then like, it's for me, it got kind of confusing because I was like, dude, can you give me an indication of when we're going to and from the robot world and the human world? It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
really cool.
It does.
The art style's nice.
I would give it a good chance, and I would kind of recommend it. It's just that like towards the end, it really like lost me or not lost me, but it just was like we kept going back and forth with these robot worlds and then the humans, and it was like, okay, cool. The final the end of it is just they just kind of like live in harmony and stuff. They stop this gigantic bug monster with this like. Their walking fortress city can turn into like this giant like it's not like a fist, it's more like a battering ram, and they like punch the shit out of this like gigantic like kaiju, and it's like boom, dead.
Giant
bug thing. I don't know, it's weird.
Okay, just to because I was looking into it and I can see why I never heard of it. summer 2020, right?
Yes.
That was when all the popular shit was all the mainstream shit was coming out.
Yeah, My
Like
Hero and stuff.
No, ReZero, God of High School.
Oh yeah,
Shitty Rent a
yeah, no.
Girlfriend.
It got that's what. Yeah, you probably never heard of it because it got really buried underneath all
It
of
really did.
God of High School, ReZero, and all that.
Seeing the lineup for that summer, I can see why it went under my radar.
The reason why it drew me to it is because I was like, all right, because every time a new season goes through, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna pick the mainstream one, which is probably like My Hero and One Piece, and then I'm gonna pick like 3 or 2 more
that are on the side.
that are like on the side somewhere and check them out, and then if I'm not interested, I just drop it. I'm not interested, and then I just follow through with the rest of it. But Decadence kind of like captured me because of like the concepts of all these like the machines that they're using, and then like the robot arm that she has, and then there's like these like bubble shaped jetpacks that they kind of use, but it's like mainly used to like extract like the bug guts or the juice. I don't know, dude. It's used to power their city. It's kind of like
sauce.
Jimin sauce, yeah. They gotta get the Jungkook sauce to help power their hydro plant in the city.
Damn.
It's dumb, but it's cool. Anyways,
I'll probably look into it and see.
Yeah,
it looked nice.
you should, as everybody listening should too. Now then, moving on to my number 1 spot, we have Keep Your Hands Off Izuken. You've never watched it, I know.
No, I did. I watched 3 episodes.
Listen, buddy, it's like Ed and Eddie, except they're not goofing off and fucking around in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you see, that's what killed it for me. Like, that's what I expected it to be, like them just fucking around. Once you said Ed and Eddie,
well,
I was very disappointed when even Jason told me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him. I don't remember who, but they were like, yeah, just a fucking Ed and Eddie, but they're chicks, and I go bet, and it was nothing like it, and I was very disappointed.
They're okay. Well, I get it. Izuken is not for everybody, but
I failed to see the similarities.
I don't want to compare that to like a early 2000s, late 90s cartoon from like yesteryear, but it has its moments, and I like it because it teaches you a little bit about what goes into like, animation and stuff, and they really make it's cool because compared to the manga, it like the anime blows it out of the water with what they're trying to show you and stuff. So much visual, I love it. There's so much visual colorfulness inside of the thing, and I like it because you have these characters that are, despite being them different in each way, they all come together, bringing their skills and stuff. Kanamori.
The tall one's pretty funny.
Kanamori, that's her name. Kanamori, the tall one, the one that everybody fucking loved.
Reminds me of Gold Ship from Uma Musume. Sort of.
Yeah, no, I get that, man, dude. Everybody loved her when she just started bossing the other 2 around and stuff. I like that.
It's the only thing I liked from the show.
She's probably taller than me. She's probably like 6 foot something. I don't know.
Probably just as tall as you.
I don't know, man.
No,
but yeah, Izuken was a great series because there's so much of like they're being imaginative with every like situation that they're like, oh man, this, and then you have the little gremlin tanuki looking girl, and she's just everywhere with her ideas. And then you got the one, the like the middle chick, I forgot her name, but she's
you just have to remember that she's the rich one.
Yeah, she's the rich one.
That's her only redeeming
despite
factor.
being in modeling and stuff, she's like, no, I want to animate and draw.
Actually, this shit is boring. I want to do this.
This shit is boring. I want to hang out with my 2 good friends I just made. And so I liked it. I love it, actually. You should go watch Keep Your Hands Off Izuken if you want to have like just a good time and stuff. I really hope.
To get into it again.
All right, then. I really hope there's a season 2. The author of the manga is kind of being lazy right now. He's playing Minecraft. I'm not joking when I say he's got like a secret YouTube channel. He's just playing Minecraft and stuff.
You see, now that's cool.
That's cool.
That's fucking sweet.
When your manga author ignores his own creation for Minecraft.
If I was him, I'd do the same thing.
I probably would too. So yeah, now that we've gathered all our favorite animes of the last decade, going back through that list, Which of those would you recommend, or which of those you wouldn't? Would you recommend them all?
I feel like the only ones I would actually recommend is Symphogear and Review Starlight. Fuck, I wouldn't want to recommend Bang Dream only because it's kind of like, I wouldn't say it's like Love Live, but in some aspects, it's very similar. And if you don't like that, then I don't really think you'll like that. I don't really think you'll like Bang Dream. But if you want to give it a try, just because it's not idle shit, then go ahead. By all means, more power to you. But yeah, just fucking, if you want to watch something that has some kick-ass action, Review Starlight and Symphogear.
I know
all available on Verve, not sponsored. It's just what I use.
Verve. Yeah, I know that from your description of Review Starlight, I'm probably going to give it a watch. Maybe next season if I can't find anything interesting. Or if I'm like, fuck it, I'll just watch it along the side. So yeah, I'll take your recommendation. As for mine, I'd probably recommend everybody probably the last 4, not Sword Art.
Everything
good,
but Sword Art.
Everything but Sword Art for good reason, because you're probably gonna end up following the Sword Art story on it. They just be kind of.
I actually hate Sword Art.
But yeah, you're gonna probably end up attempting to follow the story of Sword Art, but you're probably just gonna find
you should
yourself.
actually not do that.
Don't
save yourself
a good year or so. I don't know. But yeah,
unless you watch a anime like daily,
then
you'll save yourself like a week or two.
Yeah. But if you don't,
by not watching
then
that,
you'll save yourself a whole ass year or 2, maybe even 4.
Just watch the last season. The last season's badass.
Yeah, just the first and the last season. Oh, and if you want something a little cooler, go look at the spin-off where it's like that one girl in Gun Gale and she wears like the pink little.
Actually, don't watch that one.
What? That one was like good spin-off.
I never watched it.
I did. It was pretty actiony.
I was going to, but I kind of forgot. Yeah. And I might do it because
it was pretty actiony for me at least. Yeah. But yeah, go watch Space Dandy. Go watch Sweetness and Lightning if you want to slow down on your little pace there. Decadence if you want to get absolutely bonkers confused, but at the same time love the concepts of the thing. And of course, please go watch Keep Your Hands Off Izuken because I like talking to people about it, and it's probably like up there with my favorites.
Sweetness and Lightning is probably the only one I can vouch for in that list. So go ahead and watch that one. That one's really fucking good.
Gee, thanks.
It's the only other one I watched that isn't Sword Art Online.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure.
Like completely from start to end.
All right, sweet, cool, man.
It's the only one I can vouch for. I'm pretty sure the other ones are good too.
Yeah.
It's just that I personally never watched them, or I attempted to and didn't like it. But that's just me.
I do not blame you, my guy. I do not blame you.
Yeah, I fuck with that slice of life shit. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that slice of life shit too, because it's just nice,
Yeah.
God, reality can sometimes be a blessing or a comedy. Or both. Or shit. But don't let that get you down. Yeah, man. All right.
Hold on. I got one thing I want to say.
Okay, go for it. Do it.
Watch Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Not any part of the list whatsoever. Watch that. Horse racing is fucking cool, okay?
I think I heard of that one.
It's just the horse girls racing. That shit's cool. That shit's fucking cool.
I like to bet on horse races if I had the money.
Watch it.
Okay.
Very nice story and development in horse girl.
Sometimes the most unexpected series become very, like, underneath all of the shell above, there is some nice character development in the core and everything that's good, because sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover.
Season 2 is better than Season 1.
There you go. Well, you just recommend them Season 2 then?
No. They can watch both of them.
Okay, sweet.
But Season 2 was a hell of a lot better, in my opinion.
I see that. Wow.
Because it has twin turbo.
I think if I had a little side series to recommend to you folks that doesn't have nothing to do with this thing.
Uma Musume also, right?
No, oh my god, and I know is right up. It's at the top actually, and it's No, I'm just kidding. No, it's Fooly Cooley because it's so fucking good and it throws you everywhere within the span of 6 episodes. It's not even that long. You can I think there is.
You can watch it in the day. Actually.
You can watch it in the day and finish it in the night or like an afternoon or something.
No, yeah, around there. It's like what? Yeah,
the
20
minute episodes. Yeah, 20-minute episodes. I think there's a somebody on YouTube put them all in 4K, so you can watch it clearly.
It's about 3 hours, so yeah, just.
And I think somebody has compiled all the classic episodes together to make it just like seamlessly connect and all that. But it's like it's roughly about like.
Send me the link to that. I'll watch it. I've been wanting to.
Please, and for everybody who's listening out there, please watch Fooly Cooley if you really want to be taken for a ride in the span of 6 episodes. It's not that long. There's also 2 sequels to it, progressive and alternative. Everybody prefers alternative even more, but it's confusing. It's the same character, like you'll get the same Vespa woman, but it's like a different narrative that they're telling and stuff.
You know, I've only heard of one of those.
Which one?
I think it was progressive.
Is it the one with like it's like the.
Well, I wouldn't know. I just heard of it.
Also, the soundtrack kicks ass because the Pillows is great. J-Rock band. Agreed. All right. So, Jaime, do you want to say a few last words? A bit of social plugins? I don't really care. What, man? Nah.
You can see my Remy Shrine at ChocoCornet6969 on Twitter.
I will put that in the description of this episode. And
you can see the $300 shrine that I have in my room.
If I'll put in the description on YouTube if this is on a different platform. You gotta listen closely. Can I hear that one more time?
At ChocoCornet6969.
There you go. It's not even that hard. You can listen, right? Yeah, you can. You can. Well, I'll put my social thing, but you can follow me at Weird Magic Piggy on Twitter. I don't know if I have an Instagram by the time this episode airs, but we'll see about that. I'll put it in the description.
Actually, I don't think you'd want to follow me. Just check out my pinned tweet.
And that's it. If you do, that's your choice, buddy.
That should be cool.
But yeah, that's that was great. Thank you for coming in and doing this episode with me, my guy. Thank you for coming back.
Watch Uma Musume, Pretty Derby.
Watch Fooly Cooley and the other things I said too. Well, and that's really about it. Please, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. Join me next episode when I talk about the very horrid and mind-boggling year of 2020 from the point of view of a local high school student, and how Zoom absolutely shucked for them. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and you guys stay positive. Good afternoon and good night.
Gold ship is best horse.
See you later, everybody.